Assalamu alaikum and good greetings. So today we will continue on from where we left off in the first part of my reaction to this interaction, mainly by Anthony Rogers with Shaykh Uthman, but of course on the side of him is David Wood, as we have seen before. So we'll continue on, inshallah. Without further ado, let's watch.
That use of kalam is something that was rejected by all of them. Okay, so leave kalam out of it. In the discussion, no kalam. Okay, now even if we took those do not separate God from His creation, right? Meaning that Allah is separate. They don't separate parts of His sifat to go on. He can see, but that doesn't mean that He's a part of His creation. Okay, just because you see something doesn't mean you're a part of that. Okay, now my question again, now as I understand, and I want to understand your idea, because you're saying it's the same concept. So let me just, okay, I mean, you said this is the same basic as kalam, so I just want to understand. I know what kalam is, even though I don't use it, okay? So when you say Jesus was born out of Mary, right? Are we in agreement?
Well, you go ahead and finish your point.
That's just a question.
That's what we established.
Okay. Yeah, I know. So I'm just asking this question. Was Jesus born out of Mary?
Do I get to reply now? Because
yes.
There's a lot that's bound up in that. Because I don't think that there's... So let me clarify. When I talk about that whole area of discussion, Akida, Kalam, all that, I'm not saying you adopt that. All I'm getting at is that this is that whole area of discussion that gives rise to all of this. What I said was that as Christians, we believe the persons of the Trinity, as to their divine nature and essence, co-inhere in the one divine being. My question to you was, does Allah's attributes, which you say are inseparable from Him, do they enter into His creation? Now you said, and see, this is where I think it's being flipped. You said they don't become part of His creation. I'm not asking if they become part of His creation. I'm asking if since Allah Himself can't enter into creation,
well, I didn't say that,
nevertheless you would say that His attribute of seeing is present.
Yes.
Okay, but is Allah present?
So do you mean present physically in that? Or so if you mean is Allah present in knowing everything and seeing everything and hearing everything, then yes, Allah sees everything, hears everything, and knows everything. Okay, can I finish? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us about Himself, His nuzul, and all that He has said, we believe in it as He has revealed it. Okay, but we don't mix the creator and the creation. Now, you went around my question. You said you were going to answer, but you didn't. Was Jesus born from Mary's womb?
So, again, just remind me if I don't get to this part.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure you're trying to build on where we're at, and I'm just trying to make sure we're at the same spot.
Pretty simple question there.
Yeah, it's simple, but I haven't even tried to answer it.
I wish you would.
So, what I'm saying is, what is it then about Allah that isn't present if His attribute of seeing is here?
Okay.
And there's a sense in which you can say He's here in the sense of seeing, but He's not here in what sense?
Okay.
And then, you want my answer to the other part?
Yes.
Okay. Jesus, because we don't believe that God is absent from His creation, He's upholding all things. There's no sense in which He could be absent. He's not His creation, right? He's not any part of it.
Okay.
Right? When we say that God is present, we don't mean that He is the things that are here. He is present, upholding everything. Everything is upheld by His power, so nothing could be apart from Him. It exists by virtue of Him. When the Son of God takes on a human nature, it's not the Son of God now entering creation for the first time. He's already present. God is omnipresent classically, according to Judaism and Christianity. The Son of God is now taking into union with Himself a human nature, and by virtue of that is being born. It's not His divine nature, it's not coming into being, it's not starting to exist at that point, it's not in some sense now becoming present, whereas before it wasn't. Does that address what you were asking?
No, not at all.
So then what were you asking?
Okay, so my question very simply, was Jesus born from Mary's womb? That was the simple question.
Yes, well that's the answer is yes.
Okay, that's the answer, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let me understand this now, a deeper understanding. God, who is not separable, so He is still God, was in this belly of a woman and came out of the womb of a woman. God did.
God took on a human nature and was really born.
So your belief is that that one great creator came out of the womb, the vagina of a woman.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. Have a nice day.
Right? Yeah.
Let me explain. Let me.
Wait,
You want me to answer him?
Well, yeah, you can answer him, but what I'm getting at is don't pretend that you refuted Christianity just because you've rolled your eyes at it. This is the historic Christian position, which your religion later came along and claimed that it was confirming and correcting at points of its departure, which you believe from what was originally true. You don't refute Christianity by eye rolling. Surely you know that, right? What is your argument against that?
Okay. You want me to speak?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not here to refute Christianity. I'm not here to debate. I'm here to give da'wah. I am a da'i, not a debater. You misunderstood it. If you wanted to come and debate, you can come and debate. No problem. Let me explain this. When I said, thank you very much, that means in my mind, and anybody I think who has basic logic would not believe that the creator of the universe was born through the vagina of a woman. That's me. That's my belief. If you believe that, I respect your right to believe that. To me, that doesn't make any sense. And let me finish. Take it easy, Crook. Take it easy. Stop jumping. Take it easy.
Shooter,
Thank you. I'm shooting. Yeah. So here, to me, that makes absolutely no sense. To think that the creator of the universe was now, and he still is, even if he's in human form, because he said he still won, was in the womb of a woman and came out of the vagina of a woman. This is the creator of the universe. To me, that doesn't make sense. To me, that's a human. That makes sense to you?
Is it my turn? Hold on.
It didn't.
So now it's my turn, right?
Go ahead.
Now let me just explain to you guys a critical issue.
Sure.
If anybody takes a basic class in logic, rhetoric, or anything like that, and I'm not saying you haven't. I think you're a smart guy.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Anthony.
That's not even me being disingenuous. I think he's a smart guy, and I say that about people all the time. I think people can be smart that I disagree with.
Sure.
But you do know that there's a difference between making an assertion and making an argument.
Sure.
It's an assertion to say that doesn't make sense,
sure,
and to say that you think nobody who says that is even being logical or is logical or what have you.
Sure.
The vast majority of people on the planet happen to believe that or something along those lines. Yes, and I've heard you say things to that effect.
Vast majority? That would be more than 50%, you're saying.
No, but what I'm saying is...
I don't think Christians are more than 50% of the planet.
What I'm saying is, so first of all, in history, Christians have been a majority. But what I'm saying is there are other groups that would say things that you would think are analogous to that. Do you not?
Do you want me to answer? Okay, I'm just listening. See, David asked you to be, I'm listening. Okay. First thing, the vast majority taking something or not taking doesn't really matter to me. Second thing, I didn't make an argument. I gave you my opinion.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
That was my point.
Right.
That was my point. And I wasn't arguing that the majority makes it.
You see how you cut me off again?
No.
David.
No, this is
David,
the point
come on, be fair, bro.
Come on, David, he needs your help. He needs the help of the Christian.
You need it. You need his help.
You need.
You see this? You see this?
Don't take
you guys see
Christians for your friends.
You see this?
Come on now, you don't need his help.
You see this?
You don't need his help.
David, this is what you came to represent?
Come on, guy.
Seriously, David?
We're still talking.
We're not talking because you keep cutting me off, bro.
No, I'm just saying this is what we've established now. You have only rolled your eyes at it. When I said the majority have held this, I'm not making an argument here either.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's not an argument, and so I think you need to do something better than
First thing, the majority of the world today is not Christian. All right, this is, if you have 2 billion out of 7 billion, that's not a... So the majority would not believe in Jesus being born, because Hindus and others would also not believe in that as Muslims, okay? So let me just clarify that, right? If you can, right? Well, I think we're good, right? So that doesn't even make sense, first off, what you're saying, right? Because you're saying the majority would believe that concept of Jesus being born, and that's not true, right? So let's leave, misconception out of it, because that's not true to begin with, right? No.
That's not how I intended it, though.
But that's what you said.
Let me just clarify. I think he's saying that if you say something like, well, that just sounds weird or crazy to me, he's saying most
on
of the world...
concept of God being born out of the
Yeah,
vagina
most
of
of
a
the world
woman.
doesn't find that absurd, even if they don't believe it.
Really? I don't know how. Wait, hold on. Who am I dealing with here? Because you guys are all jumping in and out. Can I deal with 1, 2, 3, 4?
You seem to want to avoid the points.
I'm not. I'm getting to the point, right? So the point is to say the majority of the world does not have an objection to God being born out of the vagina of woman is not correct, because that's a Christian belief. Hindus, for example, and I've spoken to many, would not agree with that concept, right? Neither would Muslims, neither would some Buddhists, depending on who they are, neither would Jews. Many Jews would disagree, right? So that's, your statement was factually incorrect, but that's not really the point.
No, it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Try and move on, then I get to respond to that.
Go ahead.
The point was conceptually. You're making the category mistake of people accepting it as true and people accepting it as logical or rational. Something can be false and still be logical, right? Let me give you an example.
Sure, I'm listening.
It's not irrational for someone to be walking down the street right now with an umbrella. That doesn't mean somebody is walking down the street with an umbrella. There's a difference between making something that's logically possible as a claim and somebody making a factually true statement. What I was getting at is that conceptually the world has not held that. When you enlist people like Jews, for example, that's not really helping, because Jews, how many Jews are there in the world? You know that, you know, as well as I do, there's not that many in the world, and certainly not compared to either Islam or Christianity. The vast majority of people have not considered the Christian belief irrational, that the Creator could enter into His creation or be present in His creation, which is basically the same idea. The vast majority have not thought that, even if the vast majority have not believed it. Although I would say statistically more people are Christian than there are Muslims or other religions.
Can I speak now?
Yes.
See how I listen? Right?
Great. You
now,
did a good job.
Thank you. Let's see if you can. Okay, so now, when you said the vast majority of the world does not agree with what I'm saying, right, or has no problem with that concept, you have no evidence for that. You're making an assumption. Let me speak, because the vast majority is not Christian, right? And the other groups of faith, you're making an assumption on their behalf, which I am only assuming for myself. I said, to me, that doesn't make sense, right? I didn't make a claim that the vast majority of the world would agree with me. But when you say the vast majority, again, this guy, man, this guy.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. No. Look, this is, look how I listened when he was speaking.
Use every little excuse to...
Yeah, so I am dealing with the issue, right? The issue is that your claim is wrong because you're making an assumption about the vast majority of the world. But again, like David said, I think you're just going off just because you took a tangent, right?
No, I was
You're talking about me? Are you talking about me or him?
Whole
No,
discussion.
I'm talking about the whole discussion.
Okay, so
I think the point he's simply making is Hindus, of course, reject Christianity, but
Sure.
it's not on the base. They're not saying we reject it because it's absurd to think of God being born. Because if their scripture said it, they would say, okay, we have no problem.
But you're making an
No problem with
assumption on the Hindu belief that they would accept that.
I'm thinking of what Hinduism teaches. And
Right,
they
but
believe, they believe
again-
all kinds of things like Krishna
Right,
and so
sure,
on, that
but-
shows that they would not have a problem
Again,
with that in itself.
I will not make an assumption if they would or would not believe in Islamic doctrine was in their books, and you should not make an assumption that they would or would not believe a Christian doctrine that would be in their books.
First, I was responding to
Woo!
you. First, I was responding to you, saying nobody would believe this. Or this is absurd. It's illogical. Logical people wouldn't believe this. And I'm pointing out to you, the vast majority of people have not found that conceptually.
Where is that evidence for that?
The evidence for it is that you don't have it. That's the whole point.
I didn't make the claim. You did.
No, you made the claim that the vast majority of people would see that as illogical.
Did I, David?
Yes, we got it on tape.
Did I
Okay.
make that claim?
So
Wait. We got this on tape. No, wait. David, what's your name? Lewis. Let's just be honest here. Did I make the claim that the vast majority of the world would find it objectionable? Did I make that claim? Illogical. Did I make that claim, Lewis?
I didn't hear you make that claim.
Thank you. David, did I make that
He doesn't
claim?
even stand here.
I'd have to look at the footage.
Yeah,
Did I?
that doesn't mean you it's irrelevant.
It is relevant because when
Okay.
you see, hold on, Anthony, bro, listen, when you are trying to put words in my mouth and claiming that I made claims that I didn't make, and your friend David and your friend Lewis there also know better, even if he wasn't here, then he's out. But David was standing here the whole time, and we got it on tape.
Yes,
I did not make that claim. I repeatedly.
To a point of substance.
Okay, let me say this.
You guys moved the point then. So.
Vast majority of people on the planet happen to believe that or something along those lines. Yes, I think you're kind of making this an issue of bad faith, meaning like there's ill will here. Okay.
Well, there is when you put words in my mouth,
No,
right?
listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
I don't think I'm wrong. I think I heard you accurately.
Okay.
It's possible I'm wrong. I'm willing to grant that. I'm certainly not saying it because I'm trying to put words in your mouth, right? It's possible, right? Right? No, listen.
What?
Listen.
Are you trying to go somewhere else here, Louis? No, you guys need to pick who's going to speak, because now he's brought up a topic that he's trying to take a shot right here, right? One guy. It's all right. They'll be okay. But can you as a group pick who's going to be the one speaking? No, I'm serious. No. You guys are trying to throw jabs that if I respond to you now, then he's going to tell me I'm getting off topic. So you guys need to referee this first. No, you did throw a jab. You said the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam put words of Jesus. That's a jab, because that's not true. That's a false statement.
So Muhammad quoted Jesus accurately?
Yes. Okay, so now this is how you're trying to take the discussion to a separate. Do you want me to respond to you now? Is this a discussion now, or are you going to tell me?
Are you hijacking this discussion?
No, well,
Thank you, David. I'm not shaking. You're shaking, and I'll shake all you guys. That's why you're jumping in, because you know this is getting bad for you. It's all right.
Let's get back.
Let me get back there.
So
the
David,
question was that
I'll tell you what.
the
Listen.
virgin birth, the Son of God,
Okay.
and Islamic views on the nature of God.
So,
Right.
Let's let David referee this, all right? Because I don't want then him to be jumping and him to be jumping.
Do you understand what I was saying?
I do understand what you're saying. Yeah.
That even if you think I got you wrong, it doesn't have to mean that I'm trying to make you look bad.
I appreciate that.
Right? Because that's not what I'm trying to do.
Thank you.
Right? Okay.
All right. So let you referee, because I don't want to then be having you guy and this guy, right? I know you guys are all excited. It's good, right? Now, I'm not going to speak for Hindus. I'm not going to speak for Jews. I'm not going to speak for most of the world. That I'll let them speak to what they believe. Even in Islamic doctrine, I'm not going to make claims about them. Okay? As myself, as a Muslim, as Uthman standing here, I'm telling you, to me, if you come and tell me that the basis of your religion is that God put himself, that he impregnated a woman named Mary, and she became then his mother. He impregnated his mother and came into the womb of Mary and then was born out of a vagina. To me, the conversation's over. Your religion, to me, has no appeal, because to me that's just disgusting and doesn't make sense. My personal view, right? I respect your right to have your view.
Now, do you think, and I'm not going to get into that now, but do you think that I find certain things about Islam repugnant or attractive or not?
Sure.
Okay. Do you think that it would be rational for me to reject Islam on the basis of my personal revulsion?
Okay, do you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Your personal belief has to do with you. If you don't like something in Islam, you have the right to reject. I didn't come up to you at your table and bring this. You came to me, right?
You technically invited
I
us.
did.
You technically invited us.
Can I? So, I invited you. You came. You presented your view. To me, it doesn't make sense. I rejected, right? You came. If you want, I will give you the Islamic view. And if you don't like it, you can reject and walk up, have a nice day in Balboa Park. So, my invitations for this conversation, I'm not here to debate. As I said earlier, I'm a da'i, not a debater. If anybody wants to debate, like you apparently do, you're welcome to come here. But if I disagree, if I feel that this doesn't, God coming in the vagina of a woman and being born and the universe, and he's his, again, look at this guy. David, come on, man. No, he did not. He put his nose in the vagina of a woman?
Who blew into Mary's vagina?
Wait. Where did God put his nose in the vagina of a woman?
Who blew into Mary's vagina?
Nobody, not God. Wait, bring me. No, hold on, Louis. If you're going to jump in, then handle it.
I thought you knew.
No. If you're going to jump in, wait. See, David, you see what I mean? You see what I mean?
Exactly.
I said people don't jump in, and I asked you to regulate it, and you did it. And now he jumped in again.
I don't control everyone.
You brought these people with you.
Okay.
No. Hold on. You guys are. See, when I'm at a point, You guys are letting people, because now I could totally answer him, but
debate. You
no,
don't
no,
want
it's not a debate. It's an answer. Do you know what the difference
made a
is?
statement that
No, no, you didn't. You made a false statement. Right? Bring me evidence.
let people
Bring me
do
evidence.
research.
How
That
about-
God put, hold on,
how about
God
we do
put
this?
his nose in the vagina of woman. My God. Bring me evidence.
How about we do this?
Bring it
When
evidence.
you and I are done.
You have the Quran in your hand. Bring me evidence.
When you and I
you
are
got
done,
none.
When you are.
You got none.
You're derailed.
You got none. You tried to derail me.
When you and
You
I
know
are done-
better.
When you and I are done, then you guys can do that.
You see, David?
When you and
All
I
right.
are.
All right. Let's go back. Okay.
Okay, oh, my battery is getting low, so I have to change the battery. So this one will be a short one, but the interjection there is a problematic one. That misconception. I think someone tried to misrepresent a certain verses, and he actually believed that Islamically that text is there. But anyway, we'll cut it here because I need to change the battery of this, and we'll continue on. This is getting heated up, and we'll see in the next part, inshallah. Thank you for watching. See you next time.